I love these, just saying. Hey, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we're taking a detailed look at these guys. Yes, I know I'm late. It's all good, man. Thank you to Dick's Sporting Goods for sending these our way. We greatly appreciate it. And
whoa,
that was beautiful.
I know, I didn't pause or anything. You know what I mean? That's all off top too. No script, nothing. Well, I never have a script, but like, it was nice. It was good flow. Yeah. But this actually is my favorite Curry model in quite a while. I like the 6 quite a bit. Did not like the 7. The 4 was like awesome. The 2 was awesome. The 1 was awesome. These are awesome. Like, I love these, man. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to play in these indoors. That's what this pair right here is going to be for. But as soon as I was told that these were actually being sent out, it's just that Dick's has had like a lot of shipping delays due to COVID and everything. But once they said that they were sending a pair out, I started hooping in these outdoors, man. And like, these are money, dude. Like, they are getting worn, I will say, because there's no rubber or anything. However, I have shoes with rubber, like the Kyrie 7s, and the rubber is missing in a lot of spots because I've been playing in those outside and stuff. So it really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? You're gonna wear your shoes out anyways. And I cannot say that this is happening faster than rubber. It feels about the same. So for anybody that's curious about like, oh man, I only hoop outdoors or whatever, like the wear and tear seems to be about average. It doesn't seem like it's getting worn out more just because it's foam.
I've noticed when running in foam that instead of it flaking off the way that rubber does and getting ground down, it like smooths out instead. It compresses into itself.
That's something that one of the design team members was actually talking about, because I was questioning him, and he was saying that like most basketball shoes modern day, they are just geared towards indoor play. You can't get around it as a consumer. So if you're looking for something outdoor specific, there really isn't much of anything. I feel like we've talked about this before. There should be an outdoor category, like there are so many different running categories, but maybe basketball just doesn't warrant that due to sales or something. I don't know. But what he did say is that when you do play in these outdoors, because it is all foam, it will wear smoother than rubber does. And that's what this is doing. And then I could still, just like with rubber, I could see where my high wear areas are, like right on the edges. I don't know what I do, but like something gets drug on that both sides. Like that's like my high wear zone is nowhere here in the center. It's all in this weird spot, kind of like you when you're outside. You know, so everybody's got their strike zones. I've been playing these outside, and the cushion too, man. I don't have aches or anything. They're just a smooth shoe, man. I really f with these. Like, these are dope. And it's not because I'm a Curry fan, because like I said, the 7s was awful. They weren't like awful, but they were pretty bad. It was a letdown, like most shoes from most brands. You got your hits, you got your misses. This is a hit though. Especially this colorway. I didn't think I was gonna really like these. Sometimes gold can look real tacky. I have the MVP ones, super dope, minimal gold, mostly like that black to white fade and everything. And then I have the MVP pack, the back-to-back pack. I don't like the way that the tattoos look on those. The gold is like weird looking. It's like real dull. These guys though, like they're like, I don't know, they're shiny. I even like the back part, the rubber heel counter, and that is more of a matte gold compared to the shininess of the other areas, and it still looks kind of cool. The White Ranger.
morphin' time!
So as far as what the Curry 8 offers, it's got that flow technology, which is the midsole and outsole. It's one-piece tooling. It's really interesting. It's one of the first shoes to do something like this. I've said this before in the last video of the Curry 8, but I played in foam bottoms before, like the Hirachi B-Ball Freeze or something like that. I can't remember what the name was, but like it was very similar and stuff. So the foam stuff indoors, I don't know how, but it works. I don't know how. I just know that it works. I've had it happen before. Other people in the comment section of that video are like, dude, I remember that in the original Hyper Rev. There was rubber everywhere except right here, and I remember that same shit happening to me. I might have even talked about it in the performance review of that video way back when, but sometimes you drag your feet, get a little lazy, you know what I mean? You're tired. However long you're out there practicing or hooping or picking up or whatever, and sometimes I would just drag my feet just a little, and all of a sudden it's like I hit a ghost hole. Eat it. That stuff grips like crazy. I don't know how, I don't know why. It just works. It is what it is. Flow feels awesome. Like I was saying earlier, I've only been playing with this outside, and normally I feel it a lot. And with these, I don't really feel much of anything. I think it's because they are so smooth. You don't feel clunky or heavy or anything like that. It's just a great shoe. The upper is super lightweight. It's knit. It actually supports better than I was thinking it would. This little rand right here, kind of reminiscent of like the Air Jordan 10. It just works really good. It keeps you in there, keeps you locked in. The whole shoe is very snug, which for a setup like this, it's kind of necessary because knits can be, I don't want to say dangerous, but but like, you know, if they're too loose, you're gonna roll your ankle. You wanna have some sort of security. So true to size is what I would recommend as far as sizing goes. They are gonna be snug, but once you start running around and playing in them, it's gonna feel like you're playing in a sock with a really cool bottom. And then, like I was saying earlier, those gold pieces just look freaking cool. I would have liked if they would have painted the logo. That's the one thing that I don't think that they've been doing, or they did it on this one. So like if they would have done that there, like I think it would have been really cool, especially if that was black. That would have totally have been a White Ranger shoe right there. Even though I know that that's not what this is about, but to me, that's what it would have been. And that is a synthetic panel as well. It's not genuine material or genuine leather or suede or anything like that. And the reason being is that I was told that they were testing shoes with that material on there and it just absorbed too much moisture when you were playing. It does happen, because it was a previous Under Armour shoe. It was way back when. I can't remember what they were called, but they had like the really fat laces. It was an all suede shoe and I would sweat through it. Like you would see it. That was a great shoe though. I think it was called the Jet.
Wrong.
Or maybe that was the Fuse shoe. I can't remember. But anyways, it's true. It does hold moisture because it's a material, it's a skin. And then the sock stuff, the knit, also holds moisture. So to bypass that, you know, they just decided to leave it synthetic. It still does the same thing. So I can't knock it or anything. It's just I would have preferred leather, but at the same time, this works. So I have no real performance complaints. And then again, like I was saying, that little heel counter right there looks dope. And this guy right here, the stars, a lot of people are like, oh, and I originally thought the same thing. Does that represent his family and his kids, like him and Aisha and then the 3 kids? Does it represent his finals appearances or his rings? Or it's actually none of that stuff. This is represents that he was a 3-star recruit out of 5 stars. So that's what it is. And that's what he uses for his like select camp stuff with all the players that he, you know, you invite them, you swag them out, you're trying to sign them as Under Armour athletes if they ever make it to the NBA. That's what that's for.
All right, I can go really wholesome or I can go really morbid. Which would you like me to?
I'm gonna go morbid.
So I've been really into docu-series lately that have to deal with murder and death. And I think it's...
I am not a fan.
But he'll sit there with me.
Yes, I watch superheroes and cartoons. Okay, so yeah, we're totally different right there.
I think it's weird that like a body will be left out.
What
for,
does this have to
2
do with
months,
this shoe?
And they'll find the body and they'll be like, oh, we're not sure how they died. There's no skin left, blah, blah, blah. We just have bones. But then we as people, unless you're vegan or whatnot, we wear leather products that last forever. And it's just interesting what those tanneries do to these skins of animals to make them last so long.
Well, they're chemically treated.
I know.
For 1, and then they're dried out for 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, and if you do that to a human, you can do that. And why we're talking about this, I did not think that that's where the morbid thing was going.
You brought up how they couldn't use leather on the side.
Not that they couldn't, it's that they didn't. The moisture.
Liquid from your body.
Yeah, your salt water. Your secretion, which is essentially what they remove when they're trying to dry out the hides so they could turn it into something else. But they don't want it too dry, otherwise it won't flex, it'll crack.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that was way off base. That's not what I'm about, okay? I don't think about those things ever. And if Stephen Curry happens to land on this video, you just made me look so weird, you know? Like I am not into that stuff, man. I promise, okay?
As for wholesome,
okay,
I believe this is his first shoe where he hasn't put shout outs to Aisha or the kids anywhere on it. Because usually he includes her somewhere.
Oh, maybe she'll get her own colorway.
Ooh, I hope it's nice.
You have one of those.
I do have
one. It's the 2.5. Or is it the 2.5 or is it the SC30? That's what it's called.
Yeah.
There's too many shoes.
There's a lot.
But anyway, she has the Aisha ones.
I do. They were sent to me and it was a cool surprise for like Mother's Day, I think. However many years ago.
Oh yeah, that was quite a long time ago.
Yeah.
That was the first SC or 30 Curry SC3. What the f are those called?
They're similarly colored to, I can't show it to you right now, I don't think, but we're gonna do a video on it. But they're similarly colored to those.
Yeah, those are embargoed. We're not allowed to talk about those right now.
I hope Aisha gets a colorway of these and I hope they get released because I would definitely, I said that in this video, like I like the way these shoes look.
I like the way that these feel. The good news is, I guess in a weird way, is that I don't know when gyms here are gonna open again or be allowed to open. Yes, I could rent a gym and then play there by myself, but I don't want to because that's not really testing things. I don't do that. I need to play against people. So yeah, so this shoe right here, by the time a gym opens, I could possibly have however many more colorways of these in my possession because I love these. One of the colorways I'll end up playing indoors eventually sometime, maybe sometime, who knows when, 2022, I don't know. No. So these might just be worn casually because these are f***ing dope. I really like these, man. So if you happen to land upon them, go ahead and try them out. That's what I'm saying, okay?
Okay.
Okay. But thank you so much for everything. I appreciate you guys, and until next time, have a good one.